Have any of your recent Halo Infinite ranked games looked like this? Where you have a 3 versus 4 going on? Or what about this? Where your teammates have left and therefore you basically can't win? Today I'm going to very briefly touch on a serious issue with Halo Infinite Ranked. I've been playing Ranked now for about a month, maybe 5-6 weeks, trying to do the solo queue Onyx grind. The highest I can get to is Diamond 3, and the reason for this is going to become very obvious in this video. People keep leaving games. That's it. People keep leaving games. I would say that a good 25, so 1 in 4 of my matches has somebody leave the game. This is an incredibly high percentage, and in some games it might be even more. Some days it might be slightly higher, some days slightly less, but the average, probably 1 in 4 matches, somebody will leave, which creates obviously imbalanced teams. One match is a landslide because, you know, one team has the advantage, obviously, the man advantage, and it's just really annoying. I'm going to show you a series of screenshots that I've taken from Halo Tracker, which is where you can go and see your recent matches. And let's just take an example. Here we go. We've got 5 that I've taken a screenshot of. You'll see a very common theme, and please bear in mind, these were all taken in the same 48-hour period. 48 hours, and there is 5 matches here in which people left. So image number 1 has me with 2,300 damage dealt towards the enemy team, which is the most in the game, but all of my teammates are on triple digits. The reason for this is because all my teammates quit 2 minutes into the match. That is way too early to be quitting a ranked game, especially if somebody on your team is putting up more damage than the enemy team while he's in a 1 versus 4 situation. Yeah. There was moments in that game where I was playing 1v4 and getting double kills. And in some cases, I think once I even got the entire enemy team down and managed to hold a ball for a few seconds. It's just... yeah. Like, people need to stop leaving games super early on. We could have easily won that match if my teammates had stayed in. Image number 2. Here we've got a teammate here, OG Muggle, who's only on 900 damage, while the rest of us are on 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000. He left very early on in the first couple of minutes, and therefore we lost the game because the other team had a man advantage. Let's look at the next image. Here we've got 3 people in the game who have under 1,000 damage. We've also got imbalanced teams. We've got a 4 versus 3. This match started as a 4 versus 3. Why are matches starting as 4 versus 3? 3-4-3. If your game servers realize that the match is about to be imbalanced before it has begun, that match needs to be cancelled, and you either re-queue or you wait for someone to fill the space. This is entirely possible because it's something that we are going to do in our indie game. So if we can do it, then you guys can do it. Backfill ranked games. Just leave people on hold, put a message up that says waiting for player to join, and let someone backfill that space that's been lost. There we go. That's, yeah. And the same thing again. Now in this scenario, my team actually won, but I still want to point it out because, again, it's an issue. Somebody on the enemy team must have left while loading in, and the game started regardless even though that player was missing, and therefore the match was a landslide and we won. Final image is, again, so everyone was in this game besides from one guy who actually did really well. He dealt almost 2,000 damage very early on in a game. But as you can see, everyone's on double-digit kills. 14, 18, 12. But he's on 6. But he was positive at 6 and 4. But he left the game halfway through. Maybe he disconnected. I'm not sure. This one might be a bit of an outlier. But yeah, there is more if I go to 72-hour period or 96-hour period. And as I said, the average is now 1 in every 4 games somebody is leaving. And the 2 causes that I can find are, 1, somebody's getting really destroyed and frustrated in the first 2 minutes of a match. So they just leave because there doesn't seem to be any additional penalty for leaving a game. And then they'll just re-queue. Or 2, they don't load in, and therefore the match is uneven from the start. I think there's super easy ways to fix this. One is if somebody does leave a ranked game, you need to lose more CSR than you would if you stay in that ranked game. Additionally to this, if I stay the entire duration of a match while my teammates have left, I should not lose CSR. If I wait out the game and try to 1v4 a match, additionally actually do somewhat well, like go positive or even, I should not be losing CSR. I did lose, I think, 6 CSR in a game where I played 1 versus 4. The game should realise that that match is like 99% chance impossible for me to win, and should not give me minus CSR. But that's a whole other topic that I'm sure many people have had, because this game's been out for almost 2 years now. But yeah, this is just a big rant. And the other thing, obviously, the match not starting until the player that left is backfilled. That's easily doable as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I just wanted to bring attention to this. Let me know in the comments, if you're still watching, if you've had this experience. If you are playing Halo Infinite Ranked and you are getting people leaving, whether it's on your team or the enemy team, in 1 in every 4 or 5 games. Okay, goodbye.